Hi guys, we're the 16-Bit Brothers and we're doing a different location tonight. We're filming in my back garden.
This isn't green screened.
This isn't green screened, no. We thought this is the only day it's ever sunshine in England this year, so we'll take advantage of it.
We've got a couple of drinks, haven't we?
Yeah.
I've left mine over there.
Come get it, quick.
I'll get it.
Cheers.
Got some wine.
Some wine.
Cheers. We've got the barbecue on over there. Chickens are almost done.
Oh, is that chicken or what?
Is that chicken or what?
No fly! Forget that fly!
And we've got an amazing special guest
Yeah,
this
we
week.
have. Yeah, we have.
Special.
It's an honour to have him on the show.
Super special.
It's someone you've been watching for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very long time. And tonight's topic, what is it, Roger?
Earliest video game memories. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Basically,
Is it that or not?
yeah. Basically, the first memory that you ever had, the first memory that you ever had of playing a computer game
Yeah.
or a video game or whatever.
So yours isn't even a memory because you can't remember
It's
it.
a memory. I have the memory of it. I know what I remember it, but I don't remember what the game was called. Well, it's the Spectrum 48K, and it was basically a guy and he had rockets. He had like a jetpack, and he basically was in space and he was on a planet, craters and all that kind of thing. And he basically had a laser gun. And you said to be more specific, but I might struggle. But he had basically, I think he had
Did you have to go along the screen and
no, I
each go
don't know whether I can't remember whether the screen was static or not. But basically he was shooting things, and he had like I'm sure there was a moon car, like a moon.
one of those moon cars.
A moon buggy. A moon
Moon
buggy.
buggy.
A moon buggy, yeah. Or it might have been something like that. It's a really vague memory. I did have the memory. That's the first game I remember ever playing. The first game I remember playing that I know the name of was Jet Set Willy. Has anyone ever heard of Jet Set?
I've heard of it. I've not played it.
I haven't played it. I've heard of it.
I think it's like a similar game to a game called Manic Miner. So I don't know what it is. If I don't know, I don't remember what the game was called. That's the only real memories I have. So if anyone can help me, tell me what it was. I could maybe look at a gameplay on YouTube or anything, and have a look
Maybe
at
you
it.
should have done that before we had
Oh, no, I
Would be a
thought
good idea.
no, I wanted to do this so that
using your very vague memory that
Yeah.
you
It's
can't
like
remember.
it's like
Bit of a cop out, done it?
It's like a little bit of an
Bit of a cop
investigation. No, I've done this on purpose.
Alright. Oh, you want to use
right.
the YouTube community to
Yeah, to
to
help.
back your mind?
Yeah, that's what it's there for.
So what do you think the percentage of chances that someone's going to know what you're
I
talking
think
about?
someo's definitely going to know what I'm talking
Definitely.
about.
Would that be a
Definitely
description?
100%.
Definitely 100% know what it is. Yeah, and I will look at a gameplay and I will tell them whether they're right or wrong.
Have a guess what it's called, Johnny. Just have a guess. What do you think the game's going to be called?
I reckon it's going to be called something like Lunar Man or something like that.
Lunar Man.
That's quite good.
I like it.
What do you think, Rog?
A Man in the Moon 2.
What about you, Hayden?
Moon face.
My first game in memory was on the Sega Mega Drive. I have talked about it before briefly. Altered Beast. I used to love that game. It was a good two-player game as well, apart from the arcade.
We did it. We completed it recently.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we?
It's a really strange game, but it's brilliant.
It is good. There are only 9 levels, I think, something like that. You get a boss at the end of each level and you turn into a different beast.
The beast!
But I remember loving it so much that this is the first time I've ever confessed it, I think. But me and my sister used to play it in real life as well. Like we used to just like walk about the house and we'd be in like a shorts and t-shirt,
Right,
and then
it's from your grade.
you go power up, and then you rip off your shirt, and then you like find some more things on the stairs.
So you ripped your sister's shirt
So
off?
my sister ripped her own shirt off. She was probably about 4.
So at the end of it, you were completely naked.
No, I just like got the dog. And
You got the dog?
What do you mean?
What, you walk around with a dog in your hand?
No, we didn't even have a dog, I don't think. But no, yeah, we were about. She was probably about 4 and I were about 6.
Nice. Sounds good.
But yeah, I remember.
I wouldn't mind playing that with your sister now.
Was there one on any other systems?
It's on the
Amiga.
I mean, was it on the Amiga?
Yeah, and I think it was on the Master System as well.
Trying to get older one now.
I saw on YouTube someone made one of obviously a bootleg one, but they made it for the NES.
Yeah,
NES.
yeah. I've been thinking about, like, there's loads of games that they've rehashed. There's a couple of websites that have got them on sale.
So I'll check that out as well.
Whatever it is.
Right, my earliest memory is a game on the Amiga, and I can't really say that it was a game I played, because I remember having it in front of me and not knowing what was going on at all. Done a bit of research, and it's a game called Archipelagus, and watched a couple of YouTube videos, and I still don't understand what was going on.
What were you?
You're basically just this guy walking around, and you've got to find this plant in a maze, and once you've found it, you go on to the next level. I can't even explain.
Which is another maze with a plant.
Yeah, but it's a really trippy game. I remember dreaming about it as a kid, and I think they were just like nightmares of being lost. Like I was when I was playing that game. But what I'm going to go for is the game that I remember playing and enjoying and trying to go through, and that was Dynamite Ducks. Now it gets quite a bit of stick these days, doesn't it, for being a shit game?
Yeah.
But that's the first ever two-player game I played with my brother, and yeah, I loved it. I loved the music, and I hold a lot of nostalgia for it. I played it on the Amiga, and it's
Not very good.
it's not very good at all. But even I can't not like it. I can't see anything wrong with it, because
It's your nostalgia.
yeah, because it's one of the first ever games I played.
Yeah. I once watched a review on Double Dragon, and they were knocking it on the Master System. I was like, how can you knock this game? It's amazing.
Yeah.
But when they were saying it with
Double
all the
Dragon,
they were
like
talking
it.
about flicker and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, well, it does flicker with that, doesn't it? You know, so
Dynamite Ducks is like Double Dragon, but with ducks.
is it?
Double Ducks.
And they've got boxing gloves on.
Have they?
And then
It sounds brilliant.
I've kind of tried to go back as far as I can, and some games I don't know the name, I don't even know the story, so I've just gone with one that I know that the name of the game. It's called Outlaw, and it's on the Atari 2600. One side of the screen, you're like a stickman, or a cowboy kind of stickman that goes up and down the screen. You fire your guns, and you've got to try and shoot your gun to get the other guy on the other screen. So he's going up and down, and you're going up and down. There's obstacles in the way, there's all sorts in the way, but there's also, I'm sure there's other game modes where you're not just shooting another person, you've got to shoot all the objects off, and you've got to pretty much knock all the pixels off this other person. Kind of the music's like, get in, get in, get in, get in. You're like moving about, and every time you move,
You can
it's
shoot
like,
your bullets at an
"Get in,
angle, can't you?
get in." Yeah, you've got to shoot up and down. It's quite good mechanics really for the time, but that was like the one that, I mean, there's other games I've remembered, which is like, I'm sure it's like a typing based RPG where you're either, the only reason I remember it because you could call yourself different names. I call this warrior Bob Shelf, but that's the only reason. That's the only reason I remember that, because I remember seeing the titles, not the title screen, but the player pick screen. You had the warrior, you had the elf, you had like all sorts going on.
Mage.
I picked the warrior every time, and I always called him Bob Shelf after that. But I don't know the name.
So you were proud of that name, weren't you?
Bob, it's a funny name, Bob Shelf.
What console was that?
It's not called Dungeon Quest, is it?
Could have been.
Quest.
If it wasn't on the Amiga, it was on the Spectrum, and you just have to type it.
I've got a game like that on the Amiga.
They're really,
It's called Dungeon Quest.
they're really hard. Them kind of games.
They were really big in America.
Yeah, but they're
Yeah.
they're really hard. Ridiculous. Like, for a kid anyway, I couldn't even spell. So, like,
All you can spell is Bob Shelf.
yeah, I knew Bob Shelf.
That's brilliant.
That's one of the earliest ones because I called the guy Bob Shelf, but the Outlaw is the one I remember the name of. I remember playing it with other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like the two-player game that I remember the most. So. Check it out if you probably know, if you know the
You can help
the
Eddie out
Atari
as well
20
if you know.
if you
what
know
he's
the
talking
Atari
about.
2600, you'll know Outlaw
That's enough of us talking shit.
in a garden.
In a garden.
While the sun is shining.
Who's our special guest, Dan?
So yeah, we're very, very pleased to have him on, aren't
Yeah.
we?
Our special guest.
Our special guest.
Who's that?
He's a special person.
Is it?
Yeah, from a special place.
in our hearts.
No, he's got an excellent channel, and if you need anything fixing, then he's your man.
He's the man.
It's brilliant watching his videos, and
Magpies.
birds.
Loads of magpies
in the tree.
There's at least 4 magpies. Look at it.
So,
Oh, there's more. This will be good.
We're getting attacked by birds.
Magpies.
everybody will know who he is. He's a pillar of the community. And
He's been there from the start as well, really, hasn't he?
yeah, it's an honour to have him on. It really is.
Does he live in Japan?
He
Yeah.
lives in Japan. Yeah,
Oh, that's a giveaway.
And he's an American.
Oh,
it is Luke Morse.
without further ado, let's do the do.
Here he is. Where is it?
What we put in.
Is he
Flying in as a
He's up
bird.
there. He's in the tree.
Alright, back again, Luke here, and as you can see, I'm not on my usual channel. I'm over here hanging out on the 16-Bit Brothers channel, and really interesting enough, I wound up getting an email here from Danny, and he sent me an email just saying, "Hey Luke, I'd like you to come on, pop over and do a bit of masturbating with me and Johnny and Eddie and Roger." And I thought, well, hey, you know, once you get married, it's kind of difficult to find your own private time where you can do a little bit of masturbating. So I decided I'd jump on it. And seeing as today I have a bit of time here, family's out, it's kind of a rainy day, got the curtains all closed up, I figured this would be the perfect time to jump in on the old masturbate. And it's kind of an interesting one this time. This one is about your first video game memory, and I've had a lot of memories, just tons of memories with different stuff, like different games, and it's hard to choose one particular one, but what I was doing today is I decided to have a rummage through my drawers and see if I could find something that really poked out at me. And, you know, for those of you who have seen, seen the older videos, you know what's in my drawers. You know that I've got them pretty much packed. It's pretty hard in there, really, really hard. And so, you know, fiddling around in the drawers there, it was a bit difficult to try and pull the stuff out. But I did finally, eventually, was able to reach in there and pull out some of that, you know, pull out something solid, and figured I'd share that with you guys here. First time I've done this on camera, I believe. You know, I might have done it before, I can't remember, but that particular game that I'd like to share with you is this, Shadowgate. Now, probably not the most, you know, popular game for some gamers. Probably not the most widely known game for some gamers. It's really one of those games where you have to have had the experience, you know, back in the day to understand a lot about this game and what it entailed. For me personally, when I first got the game, I was just drawn by the cover. I had no idea what the game was about. I just looked at the cover and thought, wow, that's really cool. That's got to be an awesome game. And so when I first put it in, I was kind of confronted with this, you know, kind of puzzle-solving thing. And I thought, okay, this may be just a little bit of an intro or something. I don't know. So I spent about 5 or 10 minutes in that first beginning scene. And for those of you who played the game, you'll know what I mean. Where you're outside of the front entranceway, and it's telling you about how dark and eerie it is. And I was sitting there trying to figure out what to do, you know. I'm looking at it, I'm going, what am I supposed to do? You know, I'm hitting stuff, I'm looking around, and all of a sudden, you know, you lift up the skull, and underneath the skull's the key, and it finally gets you in the door. And I thought, you know, from that point on, wow, this game is going to be a little bit tough. And the more I played it, the more I got drawn into it. I loved the music to it. The one thing that I really hated about it was the fact that it was just so easy to die. I mean, just one mistake. You really had to learn from your mistakes in order to get through the game. So you find yourself playing it over and over again, kind of a bit like Prince of Persia, you know, where you're just kind of like, oh, I got to do this in a certain amount of time. I got to do this here. I can't, you know, dilly-dally around. It was a really kind of nerve-testing game, and I really enjoyed that a lot when I first sat down and played it. And there were other good games, you know, this wasn't the only one. There was another one, Deja Vu, was very similar in the kind of game that it was, a little bit of detective hunt and solving kind of game. They had some games like that for the CDI as well. I think it was called, what was it, Secret Mission? It was kind of similar to that. There's been plenty of them out there that had this kind of mysterious, point and click adventure, alone in the dark kind of games as well. Just a lot of the games along those genres. I really enjoyed this one a lot. And this is the one that I have a lot of memories with because I spent so much time going back and playing it over and over again and just trying to get through it. But yeah, that's the game for me. Good old Shadowgate for the NES. Really good Kemco classic. And if you've never had a chance to play it and you're willing to kind of sit through a little bit of trial and error and do some of that point and click kind of adventure game, you might want to give it a shot. It's a really great one, at least personally I feel. But yeah, I just wanted to thank the 16-Bit Brothers, Danny, Addy, Roger, and Johnny for having me on the show here and getting a chance to, just whip it out and do a bit of masturbating. So yeah, that's about all for me for right now. And like always, they will put up another video here soon. So thanks for watching.
Wow.
That's some good memories right there.
Wow.
Wow.
We did that whole ghetto then, didn't we?
Yeah.
Seamless.
Thank you very much for doing that for us,
Thanks
Luke.
for that, Luke.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
Fantastic.
Absolute pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah, that's
You're
another.
welcome back anytime.
Yes, you are very much.
Very much so.
Thank you very much.
And if you've got anything that needs fixing, he's your man.
Definitely.
I've got stuff that
He's
needs
your man in
fixing.
Japan.
He did a bike ride around Japan and it was amazing as well.
As usual, this is a mass debate, so video responses are welcome.
Like on the last one where Danny was thrusting everybody out, I missed Gashead off the thrust out
He
because
was so pissed off.
he was.
It wasn't
He
after.
unsubscribed and everything, but I promised him we'd give him a mention.
I got abused on every
Every social media platform. But yeah, he didn't post it as a video response, so when I was looking through,
So it's your fault, you dickhead.
I forgot. I could have forgot that memorable video with like the 30-minute Ghostbusters and stuff.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a really good one.
But anyway,
But I did.
speaking of social media, we're on pretty much every kind of forum.
I do the Facebook.
I do YouTube. I do all the comments and replies to every comment on YouTube and Instagram.
All right, Danny.
I'm just saying that
Pick
everybody
yourself
gets a
up,
reply.
Roger also does the Facebook
On Twitter.
and the Twitter. So,
Oh right, yeah, big man.
Yeah, I do more than you.
Yeah.
but speaking of Instagram, I'm just a picture of us all. So
Do it.
Sat in the garden now. This will
Danny.
be on our Instagram.
What are you doing?
Danny.
Look.
So that'll be on Instagram.
So that's going on Instagram right this second. So
And if you like the videos, like them, share them with your friends,
comment
do all
on
that
them.
good stuff.
Do whatever.
Yeah, comment.
Listen to it while you're falling asleep.
Yeah. Touch yourself inappropriately.
That's what we do to other videos.
We're going to go and have a barbecue now, guys, but thanks for watching.
And thanks again, Luke.
Yeah, thank you very much, Luke.
You're a beast.
Based!
Beast.